Mike and Ryan, approach you, what's the first thing going through your mind?
Yeah, they're kind of just asking me what I like in the game plan, kind of giving them ideas of what I like and what I don't like in the game plan, what I've repped, what I haven't repped, and just stuff I'm comfortable with going into the game.
And then what was how have you felt you've grown as a quarterback and then finally getting to show it in a game scenario as critical as this down this important stretch of the year?
Yeah, I mean, it's my third year in the CFL, so I feel like, I kind of have figured out the game a little bit, other than my rookie year where you kind of don't really know what's going on because there's 12 guys on the field. So now I've been in the league for a little bit, watched a lot of film, watched a lot of people's mistakes and what they've done good, and kind of feel like I know how to go out there and play well now.
Were you nervous?
I mean, there's always nerves, but once you hit the first completion, they go away.
What did they do defensively that you thought you were able to take advantage of?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
87 down there somewhere.
They really were playing like a lot of coverage. So I was just trying to find completions while I was in the game.
And also, you're going to be worried too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I knew we were trying to get to the 50, or at least past the 50, to get a field goal. So that was my main goal.
How do you keep yourself prepared for this, not knowing if you're going to go, and then you're told, all right, let's go, and then, I mean, there's only a minute left, and the game is, hanging in the balance.
Yeah, it's tough to do, but I mean, it's part of the job, and part of being a backup quarterback is you got to prepare like you're the starter and be ready to play when your number is called.
So you're going to start next week, Jarret?
I have no idea.
Any sweetness to it against Edmonton?
Oh yeah, that one felt good. Felt had a little more to it than in any other game. So I just want to thank God because that's all God that it was against Edmonton.
How did you feel about the invitation to come to camp? You came in late, and how you've had a chance to get ready for this?
Yeah, I mean, it was just an opportunity, and that's all I was asking for. I'm kind of sitting on the streets thinking my football career is over with at the time, and then Toronto called me and said they had an opportunity, not a very good one, but I was going to come and show them what I could do and see if I could make the football team.
There's a lot of guys on this team, they're not household names who are making big plays right now. You, Herslow, Spencer Brown, is that just the culture of this team?
Yeah, I just think guys are stepping up, making plays, and then that's part of football, and that's part of being a good football team is when someone goes down or something happens like that, the next guy up has to step up and make a play.
And how the leaders in the room just kept you guys positive through all the stretch, going from 2-8 now to 5-8, with a chance of, hey, we can play some serious football, calm down the end of September, October, November.
Yeah, I mean, it's Toronto. When I first got here, it was very clear to me that the standard around here was to win. So it's not new to win around here. It's just kind of what we do here in Toronto.
Keep fueling your confidence.
Honestly, for me, just the guys put me in the right position to succeed. I can't thank them enough, and especially last week, how short it was. So I'm just very happy. My team keeps putting me in positions where I can succeed. Great snap, great hold. That makes my job really easy. So for me, just if I can just keep doing what I'm doing, the guys around me make my job easy. So I find that I have the easiest job in comparison to them.
And then when did you feel like, hey, this is going to come down to be like, on that first drive, were you just like saying, keep getting closer and closer, or were you like, no, I can kick from wherever they want me to kick from?
Yeah, for us at the end of the game, it's like whatever's needed out of us. But the way the game was going all game long, I knew it was going to come down to this, and I just kept believing, and we need this win. The East is getting packed, so we'll see what Montreal does tonight. We got them coming next week, so we'll be ready for them.
Obviously, every field goal matters, but how much pressure do you feel when you know that it's going to decide the game like that?
I mean, I've had enough experience by now that I love it. This is what makes me really enjoy the game and keep loving the game. It's a moment like this. We have field goals throughout, but when it comes to down to the final kick, it just makes me really happy to be able to make all these guys around me happy just by doing my job. So I'm very appreciative of my position and where I am.
You also had a really big kick to end the first half to get some points on the board.
Yeah.
Were you feeling nerves there as well, or is it always?
No, that way it was with the wind, so I felt a lot easier on that end. This way there was a little bit of breeze, but in the first half, I knew we were good. Yeah. So that's why I was, when you're with the wind, it makes it a little bit easier. It's like golf. You're hitting the ball into the wind versus with it. Just gives you that little bit of extra confidence.
Were there any nerves there, or were you more confident than anything?
No, I think we've done this enough times that now it's becoming just staying focused, understanding, and just staying on top of how we can prepare for these type of moments. So there's always there's always a little bit butterflies, but those are like fun and good butterflies and keep you a little bit more focused. So.
Another game, another touchdown. How you doing it? What's in the water?
I mean, I'm just doing what I do. I mean, I've been playing football since I was 5 years old. You know, I've been working my entire life, like, without anyone looking, just doing everything I can to get better. So, I mean, you know, it's a combination of that and, you know, getting an opportunity to play.
When you were going for the hurdle there, which resulted in the penalty for them, was it the same mindset as what you did against Ottawa?
Yeah, he told me at the end of the game, he said, I was ready for that. I jumped too early there. My legs were a little heavy, so I couldn't really get up as much. But, I mean, it's a good play. We'll take the 15 yards, you know, next play.
And then throughout today, there was a lot of ups and downs. How do you, as the offense, keep the confidence to, like, you know, hey, keep pushing forward and ultimately get such a crazy victory?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think I played my best game. I left some plays out there. But, I mean, that's what's going to happen. It's never going to be perfect, you know. So, I mean, you know, we'll take the win. And at the end of the day, you know, like I said, we'll take the win. We'll learn from the film and move on. Next game.
And then now touchdowns in 5 straight games dating back to that Ottawa game.
Yeah.
How does this help your confidence as a football player? Just keep moving forward and forward now to more meaningful games in these coming stretch.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just feeding into the confidence, you know, just continuing to work and improve and do anything that I can do to help the team win. So, I mean, I got all the confidence in the world, you know, 2 touchdowns a game or not. Like, I'm going to bring that every day.
Do you see it 2 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions on throws to you? Is there anything you can do there to break up those passes?
Yeah. You know, I got to come back and you know, break it up. And like I said, you know, it's never going to be perfect. Football, you know, happens fast. Plays happen fast. You know, ups and downs, momentum swings. So, you know, we'll learn from the film and we'll take the win and move on to the next game.
Ryan, it, you know, comes down to a field goal at the end, getting in for another week, but regardless, a win is a win. We talk about this team's resilience.
Yeah, I mean, we are resilient, right? I think early in the year, we had all the games were close, right? Came down to the end, and we weren't making the plays, and then, you know, Nick goes down, and then our defense steps up and finds a way to get a touchdown there, right? We really just wanted to get a stop and get a short field. And, you know, we trust Doege to get it done, and, you know, he stepped up too. I mean, it took all 3 phases. I thought our special teams units were pretty darn solid. We stopped the run, which we talked about. The only thing, we just got to run the ball a little bit better on 2nd 1 and 3rd and 1. I mean, they know we're running it, right? So it's tough to throw the ball on 3rd and 1 when you feel like you can move the chains running football.
What did you like about Jarret there at the end there? Just his confidence level coming in and be able to manage the clock and make the throws that he needed to make.
Yeah, well, he's been in the CFL for a few years, right? And, you know, we trust him. And that stays the game. I said, look, we'll just go to our base plays, go to our one-word football. And we start off the drive with a play he felt comfortable with. They found a completion. Yeah, I mean, the throw he made to Kai on 3rd down on our sideline, that's a big-time throw, man. So I'm happy for him, right? He got on the stage. Other than the go ball on his first play, thought he manufactured that a little bit, tried to be a hero too early, but yeah, he played well.
I know Nick was kind of limping around there at the 4th, and just more so precautionary, or an update on Nick?
Yeah, he's got a calf. We'll see. You know, the last play he had was the one pick. We were trying to run a fake screen. Thought we'd have it, but he just couldn't move off the dot, right? So he's like, we can do quick game, we can do some of that stuff. He just didn't feel very comfortable, and we had to make the decision to, you know, to trust Doege, and, you know, he delivered.
Ryan, what happened at the end of the game there between you and Mark? Was that key to the moment? Or
No, it had nothing to do with Mark. There's a pretender that's not in our building anymore that was chirping all game, personally to me, and then there's a coach that was chirping, you know, very personable. And I took offense to it, and I knew that's what my plan was to put him away. So those guys can enjoy the offseason.
And then just another one for me. With Nick's injury and with the quarterback situation, is it a wait and see, or is there a potential chance for Chad to come in there and play Friday or even dress?
Well, I don't think it's really changed, right? You know, just because Nick's going down, we don't rush Chad back, right? That's not how we operate, right? So we'll look at it and, you know, collectively, you know, look at what we should do and make the right decision. We can't put Chad in harm's way when he's not ready, right? So the other guys got to get ready to go. So we'll make that decision tomorrow, and obviously it's probably going to take a few days, but we'll get the head start on it tomorrow.
Coach, if you only look at the statistics today, the team didn't look like it won. What was the reason?
Well, I told those guys at halftime I didn't call the best game in the first half, right? I thought I let them down a little bit, and so changed, kind of threw the call sheet out at the end and kind of went to our base stuff, and, you know, we looked at the iPad at halftime, let's do these things. So probably a little bit too heavy as far as volume going into this week. We only got to run about 30 of it, right? So if you have 70%, you're not calling, you know, bad job, I mean.
That's it for me.
Coach, there were 6 turnovers, 27 points off those turnovers, but would you say that was the best game the defense has played this season?
Yeah, no doubt. I thought they were stout in the run game. second down long, we got to be able to rally to some of the low level, they're throwing drags, check downs. When they hit leak on for about 15 on second 15, move the chains. I guess it's 16 yards since the second 15. But, we can clean up some of that stuff. But I trust our defense. And, Lirim played his butt off tonight. You can see him very disruptive. I thought our D-line, answered the bell, let our linebackers fit the gaps, right, play downhill. So, if we can do that, we got a shot, man. And we're far from a finished product. We're still a work in progress, right? But that's the whole point, right? You want to be playing the best football they can. We know we can get better, and we go to work and find a way to get better. 6-day week. So, we're only going to have 2 practices at it. So we got to be smart with, how we're going to handle their bodies. It's more of a walkthrough, polish on a day 3. I'll sit down and kind of think about that tomorrow.
Any more questions, Dan?
Ryan, sorry for coming in late, but what can you say about Jarret coming off the bench and really giving you a spark when you really needed it?
Yeah, I thought he showed that in camp. He got into camp late, and he's an athletic kid, and I've always liked him from afar. I obviously scouted his brother, and then scouted him, and so when he came free, I wanted him in the building, right? And he came in the preseason game the first time he got some play time and played well, and that was one of the reasons why we kept him on the roster. We felt like him and Nick can help us win. Outside of Chad and the other young guys are growing, but he came in, felt confident. Kid works his butt off. He's here in the mornings when I get here, and he's here at night, leaving when I leave. So you got to be like that at the quarterback position, right? And we give him a heavy volume as far as understanding protections and hots and those things. So it's not an easy offense to operate in, but if you can, it gives you a chance to be very successful.
Any update or what the problem is with him?
Yeah, calf. We'll see. He just couldn't move well enough to, get it done for us. I didn't feel like we were handling the rush, as well. Nick had to climb the clock a few times. But, I just felt like, if he can't move, we feel like Jarret can go in there and win us the ball game too. That throw he hit Brissett on, I was trying to get the ball to Jake, and I said, read it out to the field. If you don't love it, you got one-on-one with Jake. And, he's seen it, climb the pocket, and make a big throw. That professional quarterback's got to make those throws, and he did.
So you made the conscious decision to make the quarterback change at that time?
Well, I think Mike kind of lead me that way. Mike's like, he can't move. So I sat down with Nick, and it was the drive before, right? And he said, look, Coach, I can throw a quick game. But, they were getting a lot of penetration up front. We can't just throw a quick game the rest of the game, right? So we said, hey, we got to roll with Jarret, next man up, and that's always our motto. And, he answered the bell.